Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Learning Torah Lishma. So today we want to talk about rings. Not what people are thinking about. Talking about rings, people getting married. So today, in the world, the way it used to be, and I'm sure it could be many places till today, for sure in Yiddishkeit, in Judaism, the husband gives a ring to the wife. You understand? And that's the ring process. I don't know, in America today, now there's the husband gives a ring to his wife, and the wife gives a ring to him. In Judaism, you're not allowed to do that. Meaning, you could give a ring after the ceremony to the wife give to the husband, but to give a ring during the ceremony is not allowed. And because the ish is the one making the kinyan. See, can't go into all the details, halachic details of this. And the question is, what's going on over here? What is this ring business, right? What is this ring business? Right, in the olden days, in all scenarios, the man gave it to the woman, and that was it. Today, in modern day, America, the woman's also giving to the husband. What's going on? What is this ring business? So there's a lot to talk about. Does the ring for a Jew, when you are makadesh a woman, when you bring her in to your house, when you bring her in to be your wife, so there's kedushin, and that's through something that's shava pruta, that's worth a pruta. And what we use, the custom is to use a ring, and a ring that doesn't have anything on it. No, the diamond ring is not the ring that you do the kedushin with. The ring has to be a simple ring. You understand? Now, it's very fascinating going to what the ring is made of. Why is it made of that? We're not going to get into all these details into the Jewish tradition and the laws and how it works and the customs. Very interesting. Everything has tremendous meaning. I want to take a step back from there and just talk about the ring. You understand? Because people that are not Jewish are also using a ring. And in the olden days, the wife didn't give a ring to the husband. It was only the husband giving a ring to the wife. So what is this ring business? So I want to go into that. So first, let's explain what's happening today, let's say in America. Because I know this is what happens in America. The husband gives up, people that are not Jews. The husband gives a ring to the wife, and then the wife gives a ring to the husband. Sometimes they'll do it simultaneously. And what are they trying to say? Because they're trying to say that the husband's trying to say, I'm for you, and the wife is saying, I'm for you, you're for me, I'm for you. You understand? That's what they're trying to symbolize. So so they look at it, they say, wait a second, why is only the husband giving the ring? Right? The wife should also. You understand? But the question is that not too long ago in America, only the husband gave the ring. Even by people that are not Jewish. You understand? All over the world, the husband gives the ring. So why is that? Why is that? That's what I want to get to, that nekuda. So let's go a bit deep. Let's understand this. Because just to understand the question here, if people did it before, the question is why? And maybe if we knew why not too long ago that only a man gave a ring. Maybe if we understood the reason why they did it that way, then we would say the woman shouldn't give the ring. But since we forgot the reason why people do it, now they have to create a reason. So they have to say, just like the man gives the ring, the woman gives the ring, it shows that they're connected. He connects to her, she connects to him. You understand? That's what a ring, the meaning of a ring today means, because they don't know what the meaning before meant. You understand? So now we're trying to understand in the olden days, or still in a lot of places in the world, and people that keep religious Judaism, why is it that the man gives the ring, and in the ring ceremony, that's where it stops? The woman doesn't give a ring back. Why is that? Today you'll have that the woman's wearing the ring of marriage and the husband's wearing the ring of marriage. For men, it things to be difficult because your waist goes up and down, and the ring, doesn't fit. You have to, I don't know. I don't know exactly how they make it bigger. They make it smaller. It gets all complicated. So the question is, what was the old reason of the ring? To explain this, we have to try to use lashon nakiya, a clean language, because there could be kids listening to this, or even for adults, we try to talk in a clean type of language. So there's something called the Yesod Habadim. By the Oren, it says, La Yosur, you cannot remove the badim. Once you stick it in, it can't be removed out. Machlokes, how that is it that the badim on the end they become bigger, and therefore once you push it in, it doesn't really come out unless you really force it out? Or is it that you just got to be careful that it shouldn't come out, right? In either way, it can't come out. The question is, was it made in a way that prevents it from coming out? So this is the Yesod Habadim. So we're just going to touch upon this because this is Al Pi Kabbalah and the deep secrets of Kabbalah. We're going to touch upon it to understand what's the tabas. So the badim, right? The mem represents the isha, the woman, which is badim beis dalids, which 2 dalids make a mem, and that's the woman. And then the man is the yud that enters. So this, right? So the Yesod Habadim. We're not going to get into the Kabbalistic understanding of this in all its depth. You could always go to Rav Yosef Zakatinsky, the Rav of Mevakshe Hashem. You could go to his shiurim to understand the Yesod Habadim. So a ring, right? The ring, and then there's the woman, she puts out her finger. So what is this symbolizing? It's what we're talking about in our shiurim, that when you're getting married, first you have to understand yourself as a man, as a woman. What is a woman? What is a man? And then after you understand that, and then you understand yourself as a woman, yourself as a man, now you have to understand the opposite sex. What is a woman? Now you have to understand the opposite sex. What is a man? You understand? And when in your life, your focus is more what your partner needs, and your partner's focus is more what do you need, right? That is the marriage. They are each focusing first on your wife. You're first focusing on your husband, and then your wife focuses on you, and your husband focuses on you. That's how it works. At least that's the way it's supposed to work. So this is what the tabais, the rings, teach us. that the husband takes the ring, which is the mem of the bottom, the beis dalits. He takes the ring, and he is telling the woman, I understand you. You come before me. And he gives that to the woman. The woman sticks out her finger, and she's saying, I got you, I understand you, and you come before me. And then we join together and become one. And this is the secret of the rings. Now, when you use a second ring, when the woman puts a ring onto the husband, it's reversing what the first ring did. Or if they're doing it simultaneously, it's reversing what the ring represents. The ring represents my spouse comes first. I work hard to understand my spouse and to be able to cause happiness and goodness and kindness and love to them. You understand? That's what the ring represents. But so when the husband takes the ring, which represents the wife, and the wife, right, she does something that that represents the yud, the power of the male, and or I should say, better yet, the love of the male, right? There's the love of the woman, the ring, the love of the male, which is the yud. And now they connect. That's something beautiful. But when both of them are giving rings, it sort of cancels it out. Because one ring is saying, I'm for you, and the other one's saying, I'm for you. You understand? But the second ring is saying, when the woman gives the ring now, she's saying, no, I'm me. And the man is saying, I'm me. And they're not connecting properly. So this is the secret behind the ring. Again, there's many depths and there's much to talk about. But we're talking about it on the most simplest level, not on a Jewish level, just because people that weren't Jews also do this. And not too long ago, it was never that the female gave a ring, you understand? So we're explaining to you why. It's funny when we in this whole movement of women's rights, which is just really that a woman is nothing unless she's a man, that now they come up with this idea that the woman should give the ring as well, because that's exactly what it's saying. I'm focused on me. Each one is saying, I'm focused on me. I look at what my ability is, and I appreciate that. But the old way of the rings, which I think people should go back to, is the man says, of course I appreciate myself, but I worked on myself to appreciate you as well. And that's why the man gives something that symbolizes a woman, and the woman does something that symbolizes the man, and they come together. And this is the beauty of the ring. This is the real, the other explanation, the modern day, because each one is giving to each other, right? Like always, the old timers, the old traditions are so much more deep, so much more beautiful. So I just wanted to let people know this, and also for Yidden, there's this big thing, you see, like by a lot of people that are a bit modern, people that, for whatever reason, they're thinking that they need to wear a ring. They'll take the ring afterwards from their wife and they'll wear it. You understand? Meaning, by the chuppah, they'll give the ring to the wife, but later on the wife will give them a ring and they'll wear that, and that symbolizes their love. Again, it's a nice idea, but the ring has a deeper meaning. And when you put this next meaning on it, you remove the old meaning, which I think is deeper and it's something substantial in a marriage. You understand? The lesson that it's teaching you, and that now you could have that remembrance. I gave the ring to my wife. You understand? If you're also wearing a ring, then you forget what it means. And this deep lesson in marriage of my wife comes first, my husband comes first, then comes me. I want to I want to make them have a good life and not be difficult. You understand? That lesson is lost, and it's such a powerful lesson, and in today's world it's such a needed lesson that I think people should go back to the old way. You should talk with your spouse and tell them, this is the real reason behind it, and isn't this so much more beautiful, so much more meaningful? Do you mind if I give you back this other ring? But when I'm giving you back the ring that you gave me, I want you to know that by me doing this, it's taking a marriage to a new level. And I'm sure a good woman would be very happy about this. And we could have something in life physically every day that we see that's reminding us what real marriage is. I love you, and Hashem loves you more.